Hi everyone, this is Arcadius and welcome back to Naval Creed. Today we'll be going over the second special mission that you can unlock by finishing the daily event that is currently ongoing. And this time we are using a Super Kitakami. Now we already have a Kitakami in game. I've done a video on her before already. She has her uses, but overall is not really that good of a ship. But the Super Kitakami is definitely the strongest ship you will ever be able to play in the game. Even stronger than the Montana yesterday, stronger than the UFO, stronger than the H-45. Anything you can think of, this ship is stronger because not only is it a Kitakami, but it uses the torpedo launchers that Hakaze uses. The seven launchers or seven tube launchers. So it can launch 90 torpedoes, and they all reload in 8 seconds. Yeah, 8 seconds. So you're literally just dishing out torpedoes left and right. I think my total number of torpedoes I sent out in the first time and only time I've tried this mission was 1,150 torpedoes, and I did over or close to 6.5 million in damage. Is the highest number I've ever done, whether it's event or whatever. So let's show you how much fun it really is. Super Kitakami, you're going to need a little ticket. As always, you can purchase them. And here we go. Now, you might be scared because of the enemies you're going to be facing. There's a carrier, a couple of Sarges, a bunch of Frances, and the rest is H-45s. Yeah, you see that correctly. But 8-second reload on torpedoes, and you can see they have the 7 launchers on each side. So 35 torpedoes every 8 seconds. And honestly, you just widespread, and the torpedo range, I forget, but you can look at the map, and it is very far. So you just sit here in your concealments. Let's see. We're about to that Orion in concealment. So about 9.5-ish or so, or just under 10. So if you stay under 10 kilometers and don't fire your guns, and I'm going to turn off my AA, you can literally just stealth torpedo the entire map the entire time. And what you really want to do is just right off the bat, just start launching torpedoes, and they will eventually run into them. And you have speed boost and health, and yeah, just look at this madness. And you just do this over and over again. That's how you win the mission. You just spam so many torpedoes that it becomes impossible to dodge. Yeah. And this is, you do have to be careful of friendlies, so I'm going to pause my firing of torpedoes for a moment. I do have speed buffs. Also, I'm already going almost 40 knots. That could be just because of all the buffs I have applied. You do have a couple heals. I don't think in the first time I played this mission I was ever spotted, actually. So you don't really have to worry about that. You don't really want to get too close. I'd love to be able to shoot more torpedoes, but this Orion is in the way. For those of you who are unfamiliar, Orion for me is just this place, Montana. But yeah, just look at all of the torpedoes, and it's kind of ridiculous, but it's also extremely fun. And I gotta be careful of the Montana on the right, but I can certainly send some torpedoes out this way now. Your accuracy is, yeah, I think I'm gonna hit our friendly Montana here, unfortunately. But yeah, you just start, you can see all the torpedoes just lining up one by one. This is just shotgunning torpedoes left and right, and we actually missed, thankfully. Alright, cool. So once this Montana gets out of the way, we can keep going. 56 torpedo hits already, by the way. And counting. I don't actually know how much health these H-45s have, because I don't get close enough to find out. all I know is that if you send enough torpedoes their direction, that they will all eventually sink. And that is good enough for me. Your main issue, actually, is going to be the dead bodies in the way. So when the ships are destroyed and they're sinking, they will still soak up torpedoes. So if you're trying to get to ships that are stuck behind the dead bodies, then at that point you have to maneuver around and try and find an angle where you don't actually hit the dead bodies, but actually the real ships. And there we go. Already hit 100 torpedoes. As you can see there, I'm actually pretty sure hitting... Well, actually, no. There's no dead bodies yet. I'm also almost the only one on my team left, and not a single ship has been destroyed yet. So this is purely... Ooh, we are sighted. I got too close. No, it's because there's aircraft. That's what it is. Well, that's an issue. I didn't have to worry about in the last turn. Okay, well, this is a little bit different than I remember last time. So let's pull back for now. Might as well turn AA on. Even though it's not really going to do much. Might as well just let torpedo bombers drop. Come on, do your thing. Thank you. That way I can go undetected again. Okay. Let's send some torpedoes this way. And this is literally all you do. You just send tons of torpedoes downrange. In no general direction at all. Looks like the carrier might be over here. Let's actually send some torpedoes in that direction. And maybe just get lucky. And it seems to be working. I'm still hitting ships plenty enough times. And if this carrier is over here, it's going to regret everything because there's a lot of torpedoes coming its way now. Might as well just let torpedo bombers drop. Cool. Full stop. Hard a port or starboard. Dodge torpedoes. And keep going. Turn off AA so we can go undetected as fast as possible. Not sure how the aircraft know where I am, considering they're not detecting me at all. However, they always know exactly where to go. It's kind of bogus. Can you knock it off, please? Okay. Alright, we are now out of sight of all the other ships. Though the carrier has no issue finding us. So we're going to go back this way. We got one France over here. Those are H-45 shells coming in. Ooh, the carrier just went down. Guess what, boys? Random sniping works out. Alright. Yep, I'm on fire. That sucks. Don't care. All I'm happy about is that these stupid aircraft are now out of my way. And we're going to speed boost out because as soon as the aircraft drop and they don't have a carrier to return to, they just kind of chill in the same spot. And unfortunately, that is right over me. So we're going to dump out as many torpedoes as possible towards the group over here. And then we're going to actually turn around. Good thing about Kitakami armor is that best armor is no armor. And in this case, it's correct, because I've been hit a good amount of times, honestly. But believe it or not, I'm still in pretty decent health. And he sent enough torpedoes at the wall, and some of them is going to hit, as we can see here. And maneuverability is pretty nice as well, considering it is technically a tier 4 cruiser, believe it or not. Alright, we keep hitting ships. I have lost track of what exactly we are hitting at this point, or where the enemy ships are. Yes, I know we're still right underneath the aircraft, but there's not much I can really do about it. Let's see, what's going on with you? Are you going to die here soon? There we go, another one down. Alright, there is one. You can use the map kind of to see it right over there. So if I send torpedoes in this direction, then I should be able to kind of guesstimate where it's going to go. There is another one out there, however. What one is that? Okay, so it's either a France or an H-45. Neither are particularly great, but... Oh, okay, so the other one's over here then. So the H-45 is the one over here. We're going to pop over our next heel, so we want to aim over there. Just kind of blind firing. Can't normally do this with the Kitakami because the torpedo range is not as far as it is here. I believe it is actually only like 10 kilometers with the real Kitakami. This one might be over 20 kilometers actually, I'm not really sure. But I'm able to fire at targets I can't even see right now, besides just minimally on the mini-map. I'm really curious to see how many torpedoes are going to be dumping this game. It's been non-stop the entire time. And we are finally not detected by the aircraft, so that's good. We are getting torpedo hits. I can't tell if those are on sunk ships or not, however, though. No idea where these ships are currently. We're just going to keep sending torpedoes out, and at some point I will hit them. I'll probably send out more in this direction. I've sent quite a few. Oop. And it goes. Alright. Time to go find the H-45. Okay, so I was incorrect. The France was the one over here. And at this point, being spotted by aircraft is actually going to help me, because then it'll show me where the ship is shooting from, and I will know where to send torpedoes downrange. But just the massive amount of torpedo spam, oh, hello, you can dish out with this ship is insane. And she's probably already dead. And we're actually going to stop here because I don't want to be spotted by aircraft now. She's probably already dead, but there's no point in stopping sending torpedoes. But yeah, absolutely broken as a ship. You will never ever see this in game. So play this while you can, because it is mad fun. I will say though that the first time I played this, I was not spotted. This time I was, and that did give a little bit of a different gameplay. You have to be more cautious. But it can still be done. Boink. Let's see. Yeah, only 18. What's the range? What are you at? So she's just at 15 kilometers. And if you look at the map, that's about halfway. So I think I have like 30 kilometer torps right now. And that, my friend, will sink you. Cool. Alright, so torpedo spam complete. You can see all the torpedoes here. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, how much damage did we do? 6,462,340 damage. 17 ships were sunk, 274 torpedo hits. You did see a higher number in game because those also counted hits against dead ships. These are hits against live ships only. So only 274 torpedoes that did damage, 54 flooding hits. You also don't get rewards or any credits for this. 1,121,692 damage in floodings. And the rest was in torpedoes, 5,340,648. And we sent 1,638 torpedoes downrange. So, yeah, a lot of damage. And I'm pretty sure I sank the entire team, because all 4 of my Montanas were just there for laughs and giggles. So how many H-45s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 45s, 2 Corsarges, and a bunch of Frances. Let me see how many Frances. There was like 6, wasn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 6 Frances on that random carrier that we never ever saw, but gave us a bit of trouble. But if you send enough torpedoes downrange, you don't have to see the ship. You just have to hit it. And like I said, we did take quite a bit of damage, actually, but we were pretty survivable. And that, my friend, was the Super Kitakami mission. The Montana one we did yesterday and the Kitakami one we did right now are my favorites. The next one we're going to go over is the Tosa experience. We have already seen that one once before when Tosa herself was an event. But she never gets old. Just the insane amount of 20-inch, 14-inch, and 6-inch guns that you just have. It's pretty enjoyable. And then lastly, we'll have the Enterprise one in a couple days. With that, I will wrap up today's video. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe for further content, and have a good day.